Nederland and Central both entering tonight 2-0 in District 22 5A. Bulldogs, however, a much longer streak going on as Nederland's pushed their district win streak to 26 straight now. And you know what they say, they're top dogs until someone proves otherwise. Oh wait, you know what they also say? To be the best, you got to beat the best. Well, to the Thomas Center to see who would be the best tonight. I knew we'd be in for a great game this evening. Both teams coming out all set to go. Central would be back to receive the ball first, and Nederland with an onside kick to open the game up, and guess what? It worked. Bulldogs are at the bottom of that pile. Nederland would recover a turnover right from the start. And you think Coach Newman and his staff wanted to win this one bad enough? They try that right off the gate. Will the Bulldogs be able to turn that play into points? Sage Say starting at QB after rolling his ankle last week. I think he's just fine as he tried to carry the ball, but the Jags are all over it later. Austin Krauts on the carry. He takes the handoff around the outside and in for the score. Nederland strikes first up 7-zip. Central didn't like that much, and Michael Jaquette went to work to do something about it, literally taking the ball and the matters into his own hands. Somehow he just sails in untouched for the score. Central with a great response, and we're all tied up at 7. Nederland now would march back down the other way. They're in the red zone again. Say handing off to Krauts again. He's so close right there, but they do say he's out at the 1. So from there, Nederland knocking on the door, and Sage with a QB keeper. Trust me, he's through that pile right there. He's in for the score. Nederland back on top, up 14-7. Central, towards the end of the first quarter, they're wanting to go toe-to-toe with the Dogs tonight. Jaquette unloads. Watch this pass. He's got plenty of time, rolls out, and then just heaves a bullseye on the money to Brandon Wise. Wow, what a huge gain. Great catch right there. That puts Central on the doorstep right here, and they knock down the door. Devois Whaley with the carry, and he is in. We are all tied up 14-14. Second quarter now, Central threatening again and again. They hand off to Devois Whaley. He sprints in for another score. Jags with their first lead of the night. They're now up 21-14. Guess what? Nederland didn't have that, or Central didn't have that lead for very long as Nederland gets back down the field. This time a passing TD from Say to Krauts. We're tied 21-21. This one back and forth tonight. Central at the end of the game, watch this. They had 4 downs from within the 5-yard line. They get stopped right there. It was 4th and goal from the 1. Jaquette rolls out, tries to keep it, but his knee is down before he reaches his arm across the goal line. On 4th and 1, they don't get it. Nederland keeps them out, and they hold that 3-point lead. Yeah, that's right. Let's go to the final on this one. The Bulldogs win it 39-36. What a game. Nederland now 3-0 in district, and they've won 27 straight district games dating back to 2010. Team Tailgate reporter James Ware, he saw this one from start to finish. He also caught up with the Bulldogs after the game.
Well, I'm going to tell you now, the streak was on the line tonight, but Coach, there's no way these guys were going to give up that 26-game win streak tonight. Well, they came out.
You know, it's important to them now that they own a little part of it, and they know there's a lot of teams that are part of it. And, you know, we're going to enjoy this briefly tonight, but we know who we play next week, too. It's going to be another great opportunity, and we're excited about that.
Coach, these guys were down 15 at one point in this ball game, made it 12 just before the half, but, I mean, they fought hard in this second half. To keep them off the scoreboard in the second half is big for this defense.
I'm going to tell you, we talked about it before we even played the game. We thought it would be the kind of game, kind of like a tennis match, had to break somebody's serve, and that's what it kind of turned out to be. Defense did a heck of a job getting the stops in the second half, and ultimately, about a 98-yard drive, whatever it was, came up 1 yard short. It don't get no bigger than that.
Yeah, this is going to tell you a lot about this team down the stretch.
Well, the stretch is here. So, I mean, it don't get any easier next week, but we during this week, we knew who we had next week, so it's a great rivalry. Looking forward to it.
Mid-County Madness, I mean, this is it. You're going into this. This is a lot of momentum going into this ball game.
It doesn't matter. Mid-County Madness has a heartbeat all its own. Don't matter if you have momentum, don't have it. We get on that train starting tomorrow morning, and we stay on the train until it's over.
Let your assistant coach there say.
Yeah, we hired him about a week or two ago. He's doing a heck of a job.
Yeah, good job. I mean, he was questionable tonight, but you know, you decided to go with him. He said he wouldn't have missed this one.
Well, I put a lot of trust in our training staff. We really were careful with him and Marcus all week, and they were good about rehabbing. I got a great training staff, and about Wednesday, they told me that they thought both of them might be able to go, and a pretty high percentage of full go, around 90-95, and their game, they'll play with bones sticking out, but you got to be careful about putting them back too quick. I think they both sustained tonight's action pretty good, though.
Go be with your team, Coach.
Hey, thank you.
You think they're fired up? Mid-County Madness coming up next week. The Nederland Bulldogs 39-36 winners tonight. A huge game. Huge score right there at the end to go up and then to hold the Central Jaguars on a 4th and 1 at the goal line. Incredible finish there for the Nederland Bulldogs, guys.